That goal, 30% of the world's investable capital by 2030, how far along are you at Girls Who Invest in reaching that goal?
Thank you so much for having me. Recent stats peg the figure at less than 5%. And that's why we're on a 10-year journey to move that number. And our vision is for 30% by 2030. And we are going to do that in partnership with over 100 leading asset management firms. So we know that there's a road ahead, and it's an important road ahead. And we're committed to making the 5% go up and go up steeply. And at the same time, we know that we need to do it in partnership with leading asset management firms who are incredibly committed to effecting this change alongside us.
What are the challenges? It's taken a very long time, it seems, to rise more women to the top of these firms. What are some of the challenges that you're seeing as you guys move along on this journey?
Well, we look at both pipeline and career trajectory and placing women in executive leadership roles. And I can give you some stats to really show you how important this mission is, but also how it's achievable. So in just 5 years, Girls Who Invest has reached over 500 women through our flagship program, which includes a 4-week free education, a 6-week paid internship, and then mentorship in a supportive community. What's amazing is that of those 500 women we've reached, 80% have landed jobs in the investment management industry. So that's the real affecting change that we're seeing, and that's why we're so confident that in partnership with over 100 leading asset management firms, that this needle is really moving.
Now, you have programs, Katherine, for example, a summer intensive program, and let me just point out to everybody out there that applications are already open for next summer, and hopefully there can be a summer in person next summer. What do you need from Wall Street and from all associated with the investing and finance community?
So what we need and what we're seeing is, one, for people to help nominate, and I appreciate the shout out to go to girlswhoinvest.org and nominate college sophomores to apply to our program. And they don't need to be Ivy League students. It's fine if they are, but they don't need to be. And they don't need to be finance majors. We look at women across all disciplines, and we recruit them for their talent and their smarts, and our free education helps get them ready for the internship. So of course, it takes a village to find the talent, and we always welcome help with that. Importantly, what we also need is the commitment to hire the women and to keep them in the industry. And then, as I mentioned earlier, to grow them into executive leadership positions, and ultimately have them managing funds. And our partners are incredibly committed to doing that. And that's how we've really seen the industry change in the right direction and show their commitment. And then it's our job to make sure that we help them with the return.
Katherine, you're coming over from Goldman Sachs, where you were the national director of the 10,000 Small Businesses program. That means you're no stranger to women and minority-owned businesses who have had trouble raising capital in the past. How are you bringing some of your prior experience over to Girls Who Invest now?
It's really striking to me personally, the similarities between my work with 10,000 Small Businesses and now Girls Who Invest, both reaching underserved populations, which is critically important, and changes economies, both delivering a best-in-class education program, and importantly, both programs creating supportive networks and mentorship for communities most in need. So the similarities are tremendous, and I'm excited to apply what I learned at Goldman Sachs to Girls Who Invest, and also really help grow Girls Who Invest forward.
What kind of budget do you have, Katherine? What do you want to expand it to? And how do you make sure that you reach communities well outside Wall Street and Silicon Valley?
So our budget is very much focused on ensuring that we can provide an education to these women and ensure that supportive community that I mentioned earlier. And we're very fortunate to work with firms on the paid internship side. In terms of moving forward, what we're focused on is how do we think about that supportive community, and as you asked, reach those communities. And we do so through working with different universities across the country. So currently we're working with well over 100 universities to nominate college sophomores to take our program. And we focus a lot on how do those universities reach historically underrepresented minorities. So that is a top priority of ours. We reach women, but we also focus on reaching people of color and underrepresented minorities. We also focus on other channels like social media, the scholars being their own influencers and reaching out to their peers to encourage them to apply. So we really take it takes a village approach to finding talent.
And I'd just also like to point out to everybody that there are information sessions coming up, so go to girlswhoinvest.org to find out when those information sessions are and make sure to spread the word.